Good evening, everybody. Welcome to Tampa, Florida, February 16th, 6:25 p.m. We are kicking off the U.S. Regional 15's event sponsored by USA Rugby, led by Martha Daines. My name is Stefano Prandi with Morris Rugby EGRL, joined here with my colleague Brian Ahern with Morris Rugby and EGRL. Brian, great to be back, kicking off the 15 season here in Tampa, Florida.
Yeah, it's exciting. We just got out of hibernation and off we go here. So
right.
I think a lot of these teams are coming out of hibernation. So
it's like the Kingsford charcoal commercial. It's been so long. So anyway, we've got a hell of a showdown tonight, folks. We've got USA South Panthers that is a perennial attendee of this tournament, as well as a new addition, the Hawkeyes, coming at us from kind of all over the United States and Canada. So really looking forward to see the talent coming out of this group. But we suspect this should be a really good event tonight. We haven't been disappointed. This is year 2 for us being down here, and we've seen some great girls high school rugby. Looking forward to it.
Hawkeyes are ready. So away we go here. Hawkeyes head coach Cam Wilton.
So like we said, first time we're seeing these guys, which is great. We've got EGRL walking by saying hello.
All right.
Coaches coming by, good friends of ours from the Southern Division. I see Carrie Golson and Alicia Tice. Coach Jeff Tice just joining us here at the camera booth. Saying,
I'm
hey,
leaving.
Good to see you, brother.
I think he's in witness protection. We're not sure. All right, so we have our ref in the center ready to go, and it looks like the Hawkeyes will be receiving from USA South Panthers. So just waiting on a ball.
Got a great night for rugby too.
Oh, it's perfect.
Nice and cool, a little bit of a breeze, good lights outside, well-lit pitch. We're both Brian and I were talking just before the game. We know what to expect from Panthers, solid side, and we're looking forward to seeing what Hawkeyes brings.
Yeah, and we're not in 10 inches of snow, which we left back up in Jersey. So
that is a plus.
Friday night rugby under the lights. Here we go. All right. Kicks up. Received backwards. Okay. Ooh, Jackal is on. Panthers looks like they've turned it over. Ref calls diving over the top.
Going to go their way, but had trouble fielding it there off the kickoff. Maybe a little bit of nervous hands to start.
Yeah. Looks like they're ready to go. They have a pod out to the left here. Hawkeyes. Ball's out. Nice run by number 8. Mackenzie Monrash. Ball's out to a second pod. Crashing into contact.
Hawkeyes moving the ball well, Brian.
Yeah, keeping it spread.
Yeah.
Looks like we have a drop, but it's gone backwards. Ref says play on. Oh no, he's calling it back to her now.
Okay.
So, first scrum down of the day.
Yeah, the yellow jersey's a lot closer than we are, folks, so obviously it's a knock-on call there. There was some good pressure D, I think, that came out of that from Panthers that was put a stop to what was a second phase pod that could have been pretty threatening, but that D came up fast, right in the face, and causes that turnover.
Yeah, so what are you looking for here in a scrum?
I'm looking for the tight 5 to be one unit, and then 6, 7, and 8 to be in support there. I want to see tabletop with a little bit of lift coming into the front 3, which we didn't quite get there.
Have a collapse scrum that the ref is letting it go. Ball's out. Good solid counter rucking there, but ball is retained by South. Good line speed there by Hawkeyes.
Ball punched out by that tackle there, and it's going to go Hawkeye.
Out to the wing. Nice run there by Hine. Looks like she's out in touch. Alyssa Hine did a very smart thing earlier. She came over and introduced herself, so she's very easy to pick out now.
Good for her.
Kids come over and say hello, and then we'll try and remember who you are.
Yeah, well done.
by
Well done, young
tomorrow
lady.
we'll have a good handle on it. But you know, this is the first time we're seeing a lot of these kids, so we're it's all new to us.
So I was a little disparaging on the scrum before, and I should be a little careful because we were out in the middle of the pitch before. They've had a lot of rain. It's going to be tough for them to get their footing. And they look like two formidable packs, so there's a lot of force going on there.
yeah, that center of the field is a bit light on grass,
Yeah,
so it's probably
much
tough
better
to
this
get it
time
right.
around.
All right, ball's moving out the Hawkeyes back line. Here we have out to the centres. Looks like it's gone all the way out to the wing. Nice run up the sideline there. Good defense by South, really putting on the pressure.
Yeah, well organized, talking to one another. I also like what I'm seeing coming out of the offense, right? Same thing, good chatter, getting organized, getting ready for that ball.
Yeah.
So I think we're in for a good game, Brian.
We've a third scrum down. It's been scrum heavy so far, so we've probably a bit of, you know, first game jitters to work out here.
Yeah, this is where the backs start to get their forwards angry.
Yeah. You had one job to do, catch the ball.
Exactly. Hold on to the darn thing.
One step back, White, step back, step back.
Good
Powerful
push
scrum
there
coming
by
out of there.
Hawkeyes. Yeah,
Yeah, absolutely.
really well done. So
They
they got the penalty.
Yeah, they take it fast.
Nice break there, number 6. Ula Abe. All right, ball set, ball's out. Crash ball, number 17. Fanucci. Looks like we have penalty advantage. Better pot
Comes
set.
out, yeah.
So for those who are not too familiar with rugby, the referee will play advantage. And then if advantage is not coming, he will call it back to the spot of the penalty. So that's actually what he's doing. It looked like the ball got tied up a bit there, and he's called it back to the penalty.
Yeah,
So
great idea to keep the game rolling, right?
exactly. So
And-
we've number 19, Housey, getting ready to tap the ball here.
So what I want to see come out of Panthers right
Great,
now is
Howard.
the organization is great on defense, but they need a little bit of snap
Yeah, yeah.
coming up and taking that space away, getting right into their faces. It's one thing to be organized, then you got to get those hard 3-5 steps,
Yeah,
get right in the face.
yeah, and when you have those 1 or 2 aggressive players,
Absolutely.
you know, it can be great to get that ball rolling, but you need to have that backfill of a few more aggressive
You
players.
got to mind those angles, yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
All right, so it's a Panthers ball. Inside their, just outside their own 22 here. Good opportunity to kick the ball away. Spreading it out.
Nice look from the Hawkeyes flanker there, almost on top of that mound.
All right, ball out to the number 8. He's
Here we go, front foot for the Panthers.
Monrash.
Great work in the backfield, marshaling their defense coming out of Hawkeye.
Yeah, seemed very well organized.
Yeah,
Structure is really important in rugby.
100%. Keep that shape. It all comes from hustle and communication.
All right, so been a fairly, let's say, stop-start game so far.
Yeah,
And you know, again, this is early jitters. Okay, so not sure what the call is there. The number 8 tapped the ball to kick it, and it looks like it's going to be a turnover scrum.
and
So
we'd
I
be
think-
remiss if we didn't mention the other piece of the audiovisual team here. Our lead, Chris O'Brien, on camera, main camera 1, and then Nelson Primo Galarza on support camera on the sidelines. A lot of hard work goes into this. Chris had us here about 12 o'clock setting up, making sure that everything was working. Hats off to you, brother. You always put in the work.
Don't be telling him that; he'll want to raise.
0 for 0, still 0.
Yeah. We're going to double your salary, Chris. You're still getting nothing.
Times 2.
All right, so we have Hawkeyes lined up in a flat back line. It looks like they don't have a fullback really sitting back there. So
You Yeah, that could be a bit of a mistake because both teams are already showing their kicking skills.
Yeah, exactly. Nice break on the outside there.
Absolutely. Good pace from the Panthers here,
Yeah,
Brian.
Panthers have really
Wow.
made some gains there.
Absolutely. That was a good 30-yard chug right
So we
there
have
off
some
that
good
far
counter
side.
rucking there, and ball was turned over by Hawkeyes.
Big commitment
Hawkeyes
on
back
that
on the
ball
ground.
there. That was nice rucking work from Hawkeye.
Nice break, but a little isolated.
Big dumping tackle.
Oh,
Lost
unlucky
it
knock
forward.
on there.
There it is. That's what we're talking about. And where's the space? Right there.
Big chase on here.
Number 4 on the recovery there.
That's
on the kick
Levine on the break. Nice
Oh, and
break
she's
down
still
the wing
going,
there.
folks.
She's broken 3 or 4 tackles.
Wow.
Looks like nice tackle there. It was a try-saving
Try
tackle.
saver for sure, brother.
That was Sam Levine. Really good work by her there. That was a good 40-meter run.
Fields that kick that hits the open area and then takes it the far side. I mean, shaking tackles and juking players out of their cleats. I mean, that was fantastic. A fantastic show.
Nice little break by number 15, Frisbee there as well. Ball back out to 17, Fanuti.
Big momentum for Hawkeyes here, Brian.
Fanuti's one of those players that seems to really relish the contact.
It seems to be.
She's seems to be a straight hard runner. And we have a turnover. It's going to be a penalty. Looks like holding on. So the ref will signal with hand gestures what he's calling. So usually we can see those and be able to tell you what's going on, even if we don't fully see the play. But
Yeah, and so far our official's been very good about that. Very visible, very demonstrative with his signals so that
Yep.
we can actually tell you what's going on.
so Panthers kick for touch. So if it's your penalty and you kick the ball out into touch, you maintain possession. So gives you a good advantage because you can work your way up the field and still maintain possession of the ball.
Yeah, and maybe get a little breather while you're at it.
Exactly. It's been a really back and forth game so far. It's
It's being played between the 22s, man.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, it's a good punch out.
and both teams seem to have found a bit of a rhythm.
Nice rocket ball line out right there. Well taken. Panthers on the front foot.
Oh, really nice break there.
Wow. Oh, a little 70 with that one-handed pass, but they're able to recover.
Don't have a number on that girl. We'll have to figure out who that was.
Oh.
Get a mention there.
Drop the shoulder, tuck that ball away, and take the yards. Well done, young lady.
Okay, ball kicked into space. Really nice job there. All right, so ball is into the Hawkeyes half, just outside the 10-meter line, and it's going to be a Hawkeyes line out. So first kind of test for a Hawkeyes on their own line out. You try and maintain possession in the line out, and really you know where the ball is supposed to be thrown, whereas the other team is kind of guessing and trying to match your jump. So
Yeah.
you do have an advantage. It doesn't guarantee you'll get the ball, but it does give you an advantage. So
Yeah, it's an interesting piece of the game. This set piece that it's supposed to be your ball, but it's not quite that easy, right?
yeah, exactly. There's professionals that spend hours every day just working on line-out throws.
Well, Dobbs has a great story about Dylan Hartley in England camp where he starts at the 10, fires at the crossbar, and then he's competing with the other guys.
Yeah.
Until they miss, and they keep backing it up 5 yards and 5 yards and 5 yards.
It's amazing how accurate they are, too. It's just like
Yeah.
darts. All right, ball's moving on the Hawkeyes. Really straightforward running. Still going here.
Yeah, that was nice work.
That was a nice run there by Piper Jorgensen.
Yeah.
Looks like we have a penalty. Not sure what it's for. It looks like it's holding on or dive. Actually, it might be diving over.
Keeping the touch again, easily finds touch. Yeah, not some bad yardage there too. Putting them a little bit deeper into the Hawkeye territory.
I think that's the number 8, Maeve Delaney.
I think you're right.
Nice Italian name.
Really nice night here, folks. Probably, you know, mid to high 50s, a little bit of breezy, well-lit field. Field's in pretty good condition considering that they've had some monsoon weather recently. We saw kind of a little bit of a fumble on that lineup. Hi, Ray. Good to see you, brother.
All right, ball's moving out the Hawkeyes backline, running a little sideways. They need to straighten it up a bit. And unfortunately, a bit of a knock there.
Yeah.
So
Advantage
South
is out.
have a bit of an advantage here. Good ruck set. Ball's out. A little loose. Cleaned up by Delaney, it looks like.
That was Ray Weiner, coach for Aspetuck boys, nationally ranked team, always competing in that top level. Both his daughters play for the Aspetuck High School girls. Just a really terrific rugby family. Great to have him here.
One of his daughters taking her talents to Quinnipiac in the fall.
Top program, yeah, Jenny.
All right, ball moving here. Let's see if South can get something going on the offense side. Nice little run, little break there. Looks like we have it tied up again. Okay, ball turned over again. So Hawkeyes doing some good defensive work. Ball's bobbling around on the ground there a little bit. Ref is happy with it, said it went backwards.
Ooh, big tackle. A little bit on the shoulder, but I guess okay. Referee does motion high to the tackling player, but he's going to let it play.
Ula Ave looks to be okay.
Game has started to get really physical, Brian.
Yeah.
You know, there's a lot of breakdown work happening here. There's some big tackles happening. We just saw that beautiful maul run that was finally stopped just over the 50.
Okay, so it settles down a little bit. It looks like we're going to have a tap and go.
Probably a good time for that.
Yeah.
Because it was starting to get...
So she did tap it, but then she kicked it. I would have... actually, it's ball's bobbling back there now. It looks like we're on a break. Some good shape here.
Looking for help. There it is.
They can work it back inside. They really might have something on here.
Taken down well at the 10.
Oh, that looked like it was an offside, but ref said it was okay. Looks like she came around the rock.
I think the officiating's been pretty good, right?
Pretty solid, yeah.
And I think he's letting the game kind of roll a bit.
There goes Maeve Delaney on a break. And I'm pretty sure it's Maeve Delaney because she's playing number 8, but the number doesn't match. She's wearing number 23, so I'm not entirely sure. So if I am wrong, I apologize.
Well, we apologize in advance, folks, because we try to get the rosters ahead of time, but you know, teams run into issues with, you know, who's coming, who owns a jersey.
Yeah.
So it's not their fault either. We'll do our darndest to make sure that, you know, the folks that you're watching for are getting the credit that they deserve.
So number 7, Kiernan Miles for South made a couple of nice breaks there in that first series.
So I got to be honest, right? Like we were talking before the game, and you know, Hawkeye we haven't seen before, right? And we're looking at kind of where the list of players are coming from.
Yeah.
All over the United States, and some pockets of like heavy-duty rugby, British Columbia, Calgary in Canada, right? Then you're looking at Idaho, Colorado, Utah, Provo Steelers, like.
California, upstate New York.
Upstate New York as well, Orchard Park, another storied program. Yeah. And I think the rugby is indicative of what we're talking about. But hats off to Panthers, man. They're not giving it up easy here.
No. Panthers is playing like a well-oiled machine right now.
Yeah, they really are. They really are. I'd like to see a little more of an aggressive step on the defense like we talked about.
Yeah.
I think that could turn some tides for them, but you know, in the same token, I think offensively, Hawkeyes are really on the front foot.
Yeah. No, that's, you know, you said it earlier. The game has been played between the 22s for the most part.
Yeah.
Okay, looks like the ref is going to reset this scrum. So the reason scrums happen is because the ball is knocked forward. It's not technically a penalty, it's actually just a turnover.
Correct. I think I might need that bug spray at the half. The hatch is out.
Yeah. Some of the bugs in Florida might carry you away, so don't leave me.
Scott Cirillo, everybody. How's it going, brother?
All right, so we have a penalty.
Scott Cirillo for the folks at home. Heads up.
Nice break by the 9 there.
We'll come back
Ball's
to that
out the
'cause
wing.
this ball is moving
Oh.
well.
This number 7 has some speed.
Yeah.
Piper Jorgensen.
On the tackle, though, let's get a jersey on that number. Get a number on that jersey as soon as she turns around. That was a big tackle. I think she was also responsible for the one back there. That is number 1, and unfortunately,
Avery Tanner.
Avery Tanner.
Yep. And then actually I've been calling the wrong name. So Bailey Borum has been playing number 8.
Okay.
With the yellow and red scrum cap.
Oh, good stuff. Glad we cleared that up. Avery Tanner, that's 2 big tackles.
Ball's turned over in the line out. Looks like Hawkeyes are on the move here. Ball's moving very, very well. A little bit of a loosey-goosey
Yeah.
pass, but well picked up there by the center.
Absolutely. We're seeing some exciting rugby here tonight, Brian.
I think that was Maya Natrop. Oh, there goes that number 7 Jorgensen
Wow.
again.
Wow, somebody to watch, folks. Oh, my God.
Tackled, released, and got back up and straight at it again.
Straight at it again, and then she knows she's compromised and dishes it off and keeps the ball moving. Fantastic.
All right, so things are moving along here. Back on the 22 of Panther South.
Looking real good for Hawkeyes here right now.
Oh,
nice
nice
little
line
inside
break there.
ball.
Hawkeyes holding their shape and just really resetting that line once they come into contact.
It's feeling like try time here.
Good hands by Jorgensen again.
Nice little supporting run
Out to
there.
number 8, Monrash.
Monrash with a big trundle.
I really like what they're doing with their lines. They're getting that pod ready and sorted, and
Absolutely.
their back line is out the other side, just ready to pounce with the speed. Panthers under some real pressure here. Out to number 17, Fanuti.
Not making it easy.
Ooh, penalty. So Panthers get a little bit of a reprieve. Yeah.
So hey, that's pressure D, man, right? Like
Yeah,
that's
exactly.
what you're looking to do when you're in the 5 like that.
So Bailey Bourne will look to kick and get this out of trouble here. Nice boot. Looks like it will make touch. Oh, nice bounce there. Right to the halfway line. Really fortunate bounce there.
Great
Very,
kick
very
and
good
then
kick.
a fortunate bounce,
Yeah,
and
very
she
good.
gets her team out of the red zone.
I would like to see a Hawkeye winger or fullback covering that line a little bit more.
Okay,
Just-
fair enough. Yeah, get on the paint and be ready for that
Exactly,
ball.
yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. As a forward, I don't think about things like that. Okay, line out. Great vantage point for us right here on the cameras and the mic for this line out.
Sarah Jones throwing the ball in here.
Yeah,
Line out's clean. Ball's moving out the back line. South were a little bit flat coming off that line out, but they've really picked up the pace here. Nice break again, and we need to get a number on that girl because she's having a really good game. Every time she touches the ball, she seems to be a little bit electric.
and what you're seeing with the lineouts too is nothing fancy, right? Get that ball, that first jumper, secure the ball, get it out, get it moving. Like, this is good fundamental rugby, and I think it's also indicative of a select side team.
Yes.
You don't get a lot of opportunity to play together, drill this kind of stuff, keep it simple.
All right, so we're going to call timeout for an injury.
All right, folks, it's unfortunate that we have a player down. We'll bring back coverage shortly and wish this young lady well. Hopefully she's able to recover.
So what are you seeing so far from? Let's look at Panther South first. What are you seeing from them?
What I'm seeing from them is composure. In particular, and I think you've seen it throughout the game, but I think it was very much indicative when basically Hawkeye was just threatening to put that try through. They didn't get shaken. You know, they kept their line. Again, I'd like to see a little bit more aggression on the D, but their organization is good, right? They may be catching a tackle from time to time, but the tackle's effective, and they're not giving it up. And what did they do down there? They made that turnover happen when it counted, and then followed up with a fantastic kick and a lucky bounce on top of it.
Yeah. Very, very good kick by Borum.
Yeah. What are you seeing when you're looking at Hawkeyes?
Hawkeyes, good aggression in the rocks. They're really trying to jackal, and the jackal has become such a massive part of the high school girls game the last few years. You know, it's really starting to grow. And looks like we're going to have this player coming off for a little bit. Just come off under her own power. Yeah,
absolutely.
So that's always a good sign.
Well, yeah, let's finish the thought on Hawkeyes.
Yeah, so Hawkeyes, I feel like they're a little bit dynamic in their attack, and they're really trying to punch it through when they need to reset at the rocks. They have a good shape, and it seems like they're well coached.
Yeah, I mean, we've seen some real flashes of brilliance on that offense too, right? I mean,
exactly.
And you know, it may be an individual player that's making the yards, but she's getting set up.
Yeah, exactly.
Right, by the team. So
well, and that's, you know, their pods are working well, where they're sucking some of the players in from Panther South, and then just creating space for their backline. Brother
Mike Eisenhart, folks, of Morris Rugby and EGRL fame. Good to see you, brother.
He has a couple of daughters that play rugby as well. One's at West Point, and the other one is a senior at Bowdoin University.
You like to refer to her as LeBron James?
Yeah.
With her many rings?
Yes, yeah. She walks around with all these massive championship rings. So
what a career. What a college career.
He's no longer known as Mike Eisenhart. He is Alyssa and Lauren Eisenhart's father.
Okay, let's get a look-see at this. You know, we're seeing some huffing and puffing. It's getting towards the end of the first half. 0-0 still. Battled between the 22s. This is a tough time to have to scrum down. This is where the 8 on either side have to dig deep.
Ball's out. Moving along the back line here. Nice kick into space. Looks like it went straight out, and nice job. It hit the touch judge over there. So
hit your mark.
If that's where you're aiming, good job.
Well done.
You're right on.
On target.
Starting to get a bit buggy down here.
Yes, it is. I'm getting eaten alive. I'm really glad that I turned down that opportunity to spray
Yeah,
down
you know,
before.
I asked you.
Yeah, because I'm smart that way.
Yeah. No, there won't be bugs out at nighttime in Florida. Never.
I'm smart. Not like Pop says.
Ball shaking around in the line out there, but it looks like Hawkeyes are on the move here. They've got numbers outside.
This is exactly what you're talking about.
Here we go.
Holy cow.
Ball's kept in. Nice break by 15 there. Frisbee. Ball's out to 10. Lockwood.
I think dynamic is a great way to describe this team, Brian. It's shaking and moving. I mean, fantastic. Really exciting rugby.
Yeah. Here we go again. Making a nice break down the sideline here. Looks like they got pushed into touch. So good defense there by South.
Absolutely. Use that 16th player, that white line.
Yeah. Jurgensen is having a really good game for Hawkeyes.
Big. I like this young lady at 10 as well, Hawkeye. She was doing some hard work.
Tatum Lockwood.
Yeah, really nice work over here, moving that ball under heavy pressure. You know, two tacklers on her, and she's still able to get clean ball off.
Yeah, looks like the ball wasn't straight in the line out, so we're going to have a scrum down. Yeah, and I like the way number 15, the winger here, is working into the line as well.
100%.
Olivia Frisbee.
Well, we expected to see good rugby, and both these teams are not disappointing tonight, folks. This is quality stuff. And you know, those early jitters have shaken out, and it's really become a tough, fast, in-your-face game.
Yeah, and you can see the players start to gel as the game goes on. Because you know, don't forget, these are select sides; they don't play together a whole lot.
Right.
If at all, you know, we are coming out of hibernation, as we said earlier. So this might be the first time these kids are actually really getting a game. Oh, nice break there by number 2 down the sideline. Some really good speed. And that looks like Lyman. Nice try there by Hawkeyes.
So once again,
Olivia Lyman down the sideline there. Really, really good speed on the outside and just took what the defense was giving her and just kept a straight line and ran for the corner.
And that ball really well worked across the field. They had the dummy runner on the inside line, went to the outside. She had the space because they're dragging her in.
Yep. Just
Done.
like we were just saying, you know, continuity is starting to show, and you know they're starting to really get those lines working.
Yeah, yeah. You're right, and you know what? Hats off to these athletes because not playing together that often and then to be able to do it and to pull it together in 15, 20 minutes.
Oh yeah.
Really impressive. That's IQ showing through, right?
Exactly. So this is going to be a really tough kick here. Let me see if I can get a number on the kicker.
And I said we'd keep us honest on scores here, so we've got 5 from the number 2, correct?
Yep.
Okay.
So that's Olivia Lyman with the score. Hawkeyes.
This is a hard kick.
She's right on the edge of the field.
Yeah, far paint. Decent boot, little short.
Just a little short. It was Olivia Hine on the kick. Sorry, Alyssa Hine. And Hine is having a really good game so far as well.
100%.
Really distributing the ball well, keeping everything moving.
100%.
Oh, we're doing a re-kick.
Okay, I don't know what happened there, folks. What do you? Sorry. Oh. Thank you, sir. Getting some little bit of bug spray from my buddy because they have come out.
Don't put it on your tongue.
Isn't that where it's all these years?
Well, maybe that's why you're not getting bitten on your tongue.
Nope, ship shape.
A bit of a line drive on that one. So score remains 5-0 Hawkeyes. It's been a really, really good back and forth game so far, and I don't think
Yes, it
Panthers
has.
are going to be hanging their heads at all about that.
No, no.
All right, so we're going to have Bailey Borum kicking off again here.
Okay, sorry for that, folks. I'm back. After
There goes number 2 Lyman making a run. Very well jackled there by South. Ball's turned over.
100%.
All right, we have it out. Pod set, nice
Okay,
drive on there.
ball's controlled. 9's on the back.
Looks like Schaefer playing 9 there.
Oh.
Ball turned over again.
Going back to Hawkeyes.
We've number 2 Lyman again.
Yeah, back and forth battle. Okay,
All right, ball set.
Hawkeyes able to hold on in the contact. Another pod coming through. Nice tackle there.
Looks like ball was ripped in the ruck by, not sure which player from Panthers. All right, we have the ball moving now. Got room on the outside. Hawkeyes holding a really good defensive shape.
Ooh,
Oh, nice little break there by the 9.
Inside step. Almost out of her cleats.
Trinity Schaefer.
Yeah, well done. Well done.
She's really starting to come along here.
You know,
Starting to take command of the position, which you'd like to see the 9.
absolutely.
You'd like to see the scrum half really take control.
Right. She's got to be a pit bull out there.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, accompanied by her 10, but
Nice break there by Borum.
Panthers, I think, a little bit ticked off for those 5 points that they gave up earlier. They are, they're in the hunt, folks.
Homily making a little bit of a break there. Ball's gone backwards. All right, so we have it on the move again.
Ooh, Lordy.
It's a bit of a drive there by Jurgensen.
Yeah.
Didn't tilt her over 90 degrees, so that was a good thing, but she did lift and drive. Strong
And she
kid.
got it, right?
Yeah.
And she understood what was happening and made sure that there was player safety on
Yeah.
the other side of that. So hats off to you, young lady.
Yeah, if she had dipped her shoulders at all, it would have been
Yeah, it would not have been good.
over 90 degrees, and then it would have been probably a red card. So it's very, very smart by her, and very, very strong too.
No kidding. No kidding.
All right, so we have a bit of action on the other side of the field here. And it looks like it's going to be a penalty going Hawkeye's way.
Oh, tough break, and Hawkeyes take it quick. They're
break.
making some yards.
That's Alyssa Hine on the break there. Still driving. Still driving. She got the maul going behind her.
Listen, I'm not rooting for one team or the other, but I feel for Panthers on that because they had some momentum going there.
It looks like they're still driving that maul. And it looks like they may be over. Looks like, yeah.
It's going to be
Good
10.
job there. Let's see if we can get a number on who scored. All right, we'll try and get a name on who got the try.
Yeah, there were a lot of bodies in that corner. It was tough to get a read on the back of the jersey when the ball went down. Kick's going to be a little bit easier.
Yeah, Hine on the kick. Looks like she has a good 10 meters closer. Crowd usually goes quiet for the kick. Oh, nice solid strike, and she's got it.
Well done.
Very nice solid strike there by Hine.
Big score. We got to be getting close to the half. Brian, as we always say, we got to do a better job of turning the clock on so we can give you an idea of where we are. We got to be in the dying minutes of the first half. You know, official time always kept on the field, but we got to be getting close here, folks.
Yeah. Yeah, so Hine from Rocky Mountain, Idaho seems to have a few different skills. So the try was scored by the scrum half, trying to, I think it's Xavier?
Yeah.
Zavea?
Zave?
Zave, might be Zave.
I
Sarah
believe,
Zave.
yeah, it looks like Zave. So we're going to say number 9 here. So that's
Yeah.
going to be 12-0 in favor of the Hawkeyes at the half. And I'm going to turn my phone on so that we can keep time for you guys in the second half.
So
apologies.
we really had some good pressure towards the end of that half there by Hawkeyes, and you
Absolutely.
know, it was starting to open up, and they just kept prodding and poking, and started to see holes coming through. Maybe Panthers got a little tired there towards the end of the half, and just didn't plug those gaps as well as they had been.
Well, that's that dynamic nature to their attack that you were talking about. That didn't. They just didn't flex on it. They just kept it steady. And to your point, you know, you're going to start to expose the weaknesses, and that's what they were able to do in the last 5 to 7 minutes of the first half with those scores. The first unconverted try for 5 from the number 2, and then they converted for 7 that we just saw at the end of the half. But scoreline be darned. It's still a very good game between the two. And we've also got a second half of rugby coming up with an opportunity for Panthers to put the pressure on.
Yeah,
which we know they can do.
Definitely, they're by no means out. So
Sharp. How about a pen? Yeah.
trying to do public assistance here as well. All right, so we'll go through the line out here, the lineups, since we have a couple of minutes at halftime. So we have number 2, Olivia Lyman, number 4, Sam Levine, number 6, Ulu Ave. Is having a really good game there. I think she's playing at the back. We have number 7, Jorgensen, who's having a spectacular game.
Hell of a game.
That kid's definitely going
Hell of a
places.
game.
I'm trying to see where Jorgensen's from. Jorgensen is going to the University of Victoria in the fall, and she is from Castaway, British Columbia.
Yeah. Hey, so we were talking about that earlier, right? Well, I won't interrupt. Let me let you get through that, and then we'll come back.
Number 8, Mackenzie Monrash, having a good game so far. 9, Olivia Hine, also doing kicking duties. 10, Tatum Lockwood. 11, Hannah Glazer. 12, Savannah Martin. 14, Sarah Zabe. 15, Olivia Frisbee. 16, Maya Natrop. 17, Gia Fanuti. 19,
also having a hell of a game.
Yeah, having a really good game. 19, we have Howry, sorry. 21, we have Mavie. Number 3, we have Richardson. 15, with Brown. 6, Marshall. 10, Setanidis. And 12 is Jerome. And on the other side, we have, you want to do Panthers?
Sure. I can see. So we have Tanner Avery, Novella Henry, Piper Jackson. Thank you, Brian. London Key, Elena Sandberg, Izzy Sage, Kierna Miles, Maeve Delaney, Trinity Schaefer, Emerson Caligari, Reagan Van Gran, Madison Hunt, Sarah Jones, Jada Zaragoza, Serenity Mathis, Mara Homily, Mercedes Washington, and it looks like Brooke Brantley, Josie Hendershot, and Bailey Borum. Catherine Scully is unfortunately with the Cobras is injured tonight, but here supporting her team.
It's Bailey Borum having a really good game. She's playing number 8.
Yeah.
Also having some kicking duties. So seems like a bit of a well-rounded player.
Yeah, and like we were saying before, look, there's going to be standout players on the field, but in this game, in rugby in particular, it's a team effort that allows certain folks to shine. Because if everybody's not doing their work, that individual can't pull off what they're pulling off out there.
Exactly. So tomorrow's lineup, we have 8 a.m. kickoff, EGRL versus Hawkeye. We have 9 a.m. Panther South versus Midwest Babybirds. 11 a.m. we have Midwest Babybirds versus Hawkeyes. And game 4 and last game of the day, we have EGRL versus USA South Panthers. And then on Sunday, we have EGRL, which is the Elite Girls Rugby League, versus Babybirds.
And let me get in a quick shout to our sponsors, and we'll give you a little bit of background on them throughout the weekend. But we start off with Wando Wahine Boosters, Rugby New Jersey, WorldRugbyShop.com, 4tags.com, livestock tagging and tracking technology for your livestock. Base Camp, Proactivity, Main Street Cigar and Pipe, Steamroller Rugby, our friend Jeff, and then Best Logistics Group, and then last but not least, Jaguar Landover of Westchester, PA. Thank you for the update. Yeah. That's fun.
Thank you, guys.
All right, game's back on. And firmly in control of the ball right now. It's turned over. Penalty's going to stay, keep the ball with the Panthers. But there was some hard work being done on the opposite side of the ball by the Hawkeyes there. Panthers are lucky for that penalty coming through. Big charging run. Ooh, she stopped just shy of the 50, but she's able to push through again. So nice work here from Panther. And Hawkeyes absorbing a big run there. And, okay, ball's knocked, unfortunately, in contact, so we're going to go to a scrum down at the 50.
Right on the halfway line.
Which is not the best part of the field right now for scrummaging.
No. So Hawkeyes have 2 number 2s out there, so not to say that Olivia Lyman hasn't been doing a fantastic job out there. She's actually the one that scored the try in the second half. But, you know, we do have 2 number 2s out there. They tried to make it a number 21, but the tape wouldn't stay on, you know. So the other number 2 is Krista Mavie.
We appreciate it too. We're getting updates from some of the parents there. So, folks, for those who are here or at home, and you can text somebody here if we get a name wrong, by all means, let's do it.
All right, so Hawkeyes on the move again. Sorry, Panthers on the move again. Pods are set, going into contact. Looks like it's well supported. Schaefer was trying to dig it out, but wasn't able to. The ball was being held on the ground, so we have a penalty to Panther South. So we're going to have the big boot of Bailey Bourne just kicking that ball out.
I don't mind the aggressiveness at the breakdown, right? And you can take a 10-meter penalty or, you know, and get that kickoff. I prefer to see it in your own 50, though, right?
Yeah.
You know, or in the opposite 50. You don't want to be doing it in your 50 where now you just lost 25 yards and you've got a set piece, a dangerous set piece.
So now, you know, again, it was a penalty and the ball was kicked out into touch, so the Panthers will maintain possession of the ball. At least for the line-out throw. We'll see if they can maintain possession within the line-out. Ball's in, it's clean,
Yeah.
ball spread. Coming out the back line here, a little bit flat. I'd
Yeah,
really like to see the back line moving a little earlier.
Wow, wow. That was number 9 on the strip there, causing all that grief. Man, this is a back and forth game, Brian. It is, you know, that ball gets loose, it's well handled, turned over.
So a Panthers South player we were trying to get a name on earlier was Madison Hunt, wearing number 12.
Okay.
She is looking for holes. She seems a bit more like a sevens player. She's trying to do the offloads when she goes into contact, and you know, she seems to be a really dynamic runner.
Yeah. I
So
think
she's
you have to be
playing
careful
fullback here.
in the 15's format with that play a little bit, right? It's
A lot of bodies around you.
absolutely, absolutely.
And unless you have someone that's working with you and knows that you play that style and you're going to be close to them.
But, I mean, hey, keeping it exciting for sure.
Yeah, exactly. And, you know, keeping that ball alive is really what you want to do in rugby if you can. You don't want to be having multiple rocks over and over again. If you can keep that ball moving and keep play moving,
Well,
you're going
Joe
to create
Schmidt
spaces.
seemed to be very effective with it for many years.
Yeah.
Right. But yeah, it's not quite as exciting at that point.
But, you know, the Panthers are moving the ball out the back line, but they seem to be standing a little stagnant when they're receiving.
Agreed. They could benefit from a few hard steps onto that ball, onto that oncoming pass.
Good jackal there by Panthers. Looks like the ruck is well protected by Hawkeyes. Ball's out by number 19, Howery. Oh, good rucking there. Looks like Howery had a nice break though. Was well able to take it. Pods are set. Looks like the ball is going to be coming out again.
Opting to go the far side, the weak side.
They should
Panthers
play
are
on this
there.
side. We can't see the far side. All right, so rock is set. Looks like they're driving straight forward over the rock. And ref's going to call a penalty. I've been holding on. So we get a little bit of a break here. And we're going to have a kick. Actually, no, it looks like it's going to be a tackle goal by the scrum half.
Nope.
No.
Fakes us out. Oh, it's kept in bounds.
Nice return run.
Is
Right
that
up the
our
sideline.
player from the first half who scored? I believe it is.
No, because this is Panthers.
Pardon me.
The jerseys are somewhat similar, so
Yeah, well, no, I should
especially
be
for
paying attention.
us old eyes.
That's exactly. So anyway, well fielded in the backfield by Panthers there, and then taken up, but well handled defensively by Hawkeyes to be
Okay,
able to stop
ball's
that
moving
breaking
here.
run.
7, Jurgensen making a nice little cut. Jurgensen's doing a really nice job at 10.
I was just saying, I was just going to say, I think we're going to be hearing that name a lot this
Yeah,
weekend.
yeah, for sure.
Yeah. Exciting player.
Taking her talents to the University of Victoria.
Well, Canadian rugby, I mean, we've said it before, you know, right in the youth stages all the way up, there's some great rugby north of the border.
Very well supported and very well organized. It is exciting to see these teams kind of coming back down to Florida early in the year, you know, just to get things going.
Yeah.
It does show that there's growth, especially on the girls' rugby side. And the talent is really, really exploding the last few years.
We were the team that was at it last year. Now we've got Hawkeyes coming. Who knows what next year brings to this tournament, you know? So hats off to USA Rugby and Martha Danes for keeping this going, and you know, we're here to support.
Kick and chase on. Ball taken cleanly by Jurgensen. Spreads it out to
nice
the wing.
Ball.
Number 2 scored this try in the first half.
Big Jackal Brian right there from South. Boy, just sucking the wind out of those sails.
All right, ball's gone back to the fullback, kicked into space.
So off the back of the ruck, that 9 knew exactly what to do. She was looking for one of her wingers or fullback back there to kick the ball out into space and relieve that pressure.
So nice run into contact there by Mavie, was taken down, and looks like we have a little bit of holding on maybe to the ball. So Mavie retreats, and looks like we're going to have a kick by Borum. Nice clearing kick. Kicked it over the fence and into the trees.
So still 12-0 in favor of Hawkeyes. We're seeing some kind of an abundant line of substitutions coming in for Panthers here. I'll try to get you some numbers off of that shortly. So Panthers opting for some fresh legs about halfway through the second half.
Jurgensen making a run over the sideline here. Looks like she's maybe forgot something.
So the coach's work is really done at practice, right? And then it's on the players to get it done on the field. The one thing that the coaches can do during the game is making good substitutions, right?
Yeah.
And putting in 4 sets of fresh legs right now when you've got the momentum, I think this could pay dividends.
Yeah, for sure. You know, it's not about that first 15. It's really about how you use it.
There it is. Oh, it's returned. It's going the other way.
Hawkeyes under the post. Looks like, could be wrong here, looks like number 6, Krista Mavie. I'll try and confirm that for you.
Non-stop pressure from that Hawkeye offense.
Yeah, that was a nice clean break there.
Yeah. Just as we're waxing lyrical about bringing in fresh legs.
Yeah, it looks like Hawkeyes are starting to stretch things out a little bit here.
Say again? Frisbee for Lyman.
Okay. I think we have, oh yeah, so yeah, we actually had a couple of the same numbers. So
You know, this might not actually be a bad thing to communicate to the teams via the group chat, is to maybe have the player come let us know who they're subbing on or off, or the off-coming player let us know who's going on for them, and that way we can kind of keep the commentary rolling.
yeah. Yeah, so we'll have a kickoff again. Ball goes deep, bounces. It's bouncing around there.
You may not believe
Looks
this
like
at home,
South,
folks, but we agonize about getting these names to the jerseys right, and making sure that these young ruggers are getting their just praise.
Credit they deserve. All right, so South on the move here. Oh, and they've turned it over. So Hawkeyes will be defending out just outside their 22. All right, so we have the ball moving here just inside the 22. It was turned over. Panther South on the break. Oh, nice break right up the middle. It looks like they're right in under the post. Yes, we have a score. So Panthers are not going away here. Nice run right up the gut there. Broke a couple of tackles. I'll try and get a number on who actually scored that.
That's chin-up rugby right there, right? You're down 3 scores to nothing, and you say, I'm not quitting.
Yeah,
right? You know.
absolutely. And how many times do we talk about in these games where one team scores a try and then the other team comes right back down and matches that score?
You're roaring back, right? Yeah, critical.
And it's not a matter of complacency by the team that's scoring. It's just, you know, there's that fight in players, and they really want to make sure they stay in the game. So
Yeah, and we just got a wonderful gift here at the booth of some Deep Woods off. Thank you, sir. Very kind.
passing it around.
Because sharing is caring, Brian.
Sharing is caring. I could see you being a Care Bear.
I,
A scary Care Bear. Maybe a scary bear. All right, kids.
It's just a gruff exterior. I'm really a big softie.
Somebody yelling in the kick there.
Yeah, that's
Bit of bad form.
Yeah, a little bit uncool, folks. You know, there's enough pressure out there where they don't need to be heckled when they're trying to put two up.
Borm just pushed it a little wide, so still, what have we got here for score? We have 17-5. Okay, they did get that conversion on the other, so 19-5.
So 19-5 with Panthers back in the game. Once again, some back and forth rugby. A little bit of broken rugby at times for Panthers that resulted in the 19 points against them, but there's no quit in this team, and they put 5 in, and the game is still being played at a top pace.
All right, so Hawkeyes kicking off here.
So I think what's indicative, you know, the game's getting exciting is when everybody starts crowding in front of the cameras in the booth, right?
Exactly, yeah. It's starting to fill up here.
Yeah, yeah.
All right, so the kick did not go 10, so Panther South are going to decide what they're going to do here. So it looks like they're going to ask them to kick again. They also had the option of a scrum. They've chosen to receive.
Panthers want that ball.
Yeah, they want it on the move.
Yep.
Oh, nice.
Oh, well handled here too. Big charging run. She's breaking tackles. Geez, she's making yards. Support is there. Ball is going to stay with the Panthers. Hell of a run from, let's get a jersey number right there. Number 1 from the Panthers.
Number 1 from the Panthers is Tanner Avery.
Well done, young lady.
Oh, no, it's number 15, actually. Serenity Martin, it looks like.
Okay.
The numbers on the Panthers jerseys kind of blend into the color, so it's
Yeah, the only thing I can see is 1 there.
Oh, there's a 5 there too. Yep, with my binoculars I can see it. Honestly, we're not as old as we seem.
Oh, I see it now, yeah. Well, hell, if you can't have fun.
The only reason I put up the binoculars is it looked like there was a lopsided one. It was off center. I couldn't see the 5 at all.
I couldn't see it at all either. I thought she was front row. Well, she was front row.
It was front row, yeah. Yeah, that was Serenity Martin. She's had a couple of really nice
She
runs this
has
game.
too. Yeah, that's not the first.
Hey, this is starting to heat up here. We're inside the 22. Hawkeyes defending feverishly, and we have Panthers out really trying to spread the ball now. Going into contact, ball's rucked over. Looks like the ruck is maintained.
Yeah, they're driving those pods, but Hawkeyes seem to be holding that defense.
Really solid tackling by Hawkeyes here.
Absolutely. I think get a couple more and then swing that ball and give it out to your backs and finish the job.
Yeah, exactly. They're going short side.
Look
and
at that
some
defense.
Great
Oh,
line
great
speed there by Jurgensen.
Yeah. Heads up
Oh,
rugby
some
from
very
Panthers,
heavy
and she's
rucking
getting
there.
speared though, you know?
And it looks like we're going to have a penalty to Panther South. So they have a chance to punch one in here and really get back in this game. And they did it. Yeah, really nice run there. And it looks to be Looks to be Bailey Borum that drove over. She's having a really good game for
Yes, she
herself.
is. Rewarded for her hard work just
Absolutely. She's trying to throw the team on her back here. Very nice job. So,
now. Kicking
Panthers are back
position
in
looks
it.
good, too. Yeah, absolutely back in it. 10 with the kick to come for 12.
So it looks like Borum's going to do kicking duties as well. Just make sure she doesn't get a breather. She has to kick it as well.
Tough stuff.
All right, we thought Hawkeyes were starting to run away with it a little bit just before halftime, but
Absolutely, they were. You know, they were starting to punch. They were starting to find those weaknesses, punch those holes. But you know, I think that quick break at the half really brought back an invigorated Panthers side, and
Yeah.
we've got a hell of a second half.
yeah, there's no quit in this team.
No.
But you're really starting to see the continuity improve the more this game goes on, and I'm really looking forward to seeing both of these teams play tomorrow because they'll have that first game under their belt and they'll, you know, have a renewed confidence in themselves.
Yeah.
You're always a little nervous, a little tentative in your first game, especially playing with players you don't normally play with. So, you know, by tomorrow they'll probably have a good night at the hotel and get to know each other a little better, and then it'll really be a solid team tomorrow. Oh, nice kick there. It looks like we
And
have
it's
a
good.
conversion.
So it's going to be 19-12.
Come on, Panthers!
19-12.
Conversion, Borum.
Bailey Borum having a really nice game here. Jogs back to halfway. Out come Hawkeyes.
Hey, you know, and you're talking about, like, you know, shaking the rust off and getting out there and the game coming together. What I also like is the other two teams who aren't playing tonight are here taking notes,
Yeah,
right?
Yep.
Like,
everybody's taking this very seriously.
yeah.
I do like this Friday night rugby, though. Rugby under the lights.
In
This is
Florida, no
phenomenal.
less,
Yeah,
yeah.
it's brilliant.
Beats the hell out of New Jersey in February.
Yeah. 8 inches of snow. No, thank you.
Anybody in the Midwest is laughing at that comment.
Yeah. Only 8 inches of snow.
Right. What was that, a dusting?
Although, in fairness, a half an inch of snow in Florida, and they'd be, you know, out of work for a week,
Armageddon, yeah.
but- All right, nice high kick, deep, fielded
Well
by
fielded.
Borum. Borum again. She wants to put this team on her back,
Yeah.
and she's got support. Breaking down the sideline here, heading back towards the halfway line. We're just about 5 meters, and it looks like we're into touch, just inside the Panthers' half, about the 8-meter line here. And it looks like it's going to be a Hawkeyes ball. So we're going to have number 15, Evelyn Brown, putting the ball in. Holds up, ball straight. Bit of a tip, but it looks like it went straight down. Rest let it play on. Spreading the ball out to the wings nicely here.
Taken down hard right there.
Nice tackle. Really trying to counter up hard here.
Great
Very
ball
nice
through
run.
hands right here. Little 7-0 off the back of that tackle, but calmed it down. They're back on the attack.
This number, I think it's number 6 for USA Rugby South. Izzy Sage. She's
Oh,
really
nice
starting
little
to
show
turn
and
it on.
go. That's our friend number 7, Jorgensen, from before with that just heads up play. Gets tackled, releases, picks up, gets after it again.
Hawkeyes good counter rucking there, and you know, the support really wasn't there fast enough by Panthers when Serenity Matthews made that run, and Hawkeyes were able to get in and jackal away. So nice kick. So Hawkeyes are on the move here. So we have just inside the 22.
Good kick. Threatening platform right there. While they're
Right.
setting up for this set piece as well, Brian, I think we'd be remiss if we didn't tip of the hat to the yellow jersey out there who's calling a hell of a good game tonight.
Really, really solid.
Yeah,
Really, really solid.
yeah, letting the game flow, picking up the ones that really matter, but like the game is being played. Hats off to you, sir.
Yeah, good job, ref. All right, ball's in. Looks like it's straight. All right. Hawkeyes on the move right in front of the goalpost here, and it looks like it's been turned over.
Unlucky. This is not a great spot for the turnover.
Oh, nice clearing kick there by the scrum half. And it looks like Hawkeyes are on the move again.
Yeah.
A nice ball out to the wing. Oh, we got some real speed out here.
Did she round that
Looks
corner?
like she got the corner, yeah. So it looks like and we have a try.
That's going to be 15 to 19, folks. Pardon me. No, that's 17-19. It's a 2-point game because Borum had the conversion on that second try.
And it looks like Lyman was the scorer on that one.
All right, tough kick, but let's see what we've got. This could tie it up. 17-19 with the kick to come.
Yeah, nice job there by Lyman on the outside. That's her second try.
Holy cow, is she going to drop kick it from out there? Wow.
Some kids are more comfortable with the drop kick.
Yeah.
They can get more distance on it because, and she did. Oh, it's off the post! That was such a great kick. That was right off the post from Borum.
Oh, my God.
That was a really solid kick.
Tough.
Just very, very unlucky there.
Yeah. Well, that's some foot.
Oh, I'm sorry. That wasn't Borum kicking. Borum
No, it wasn't.
That was, I think it might have been Alyssa Hine.
So it's a 2-point game, folks. 19 to 17 in favor of Hawkeyes. And as we were just saying,
Hawkeyes just scored that one.
pardon me.
So, yeah.
12, got it.
Yeah, 24-12.
24-12. My apologies, folks.
That's what happens when there's similar jersey structures.
Well,
And we're old and can't see.
and I'm a little rusty.
We
I
are
mean,
also coming out
it's-
of hibernation here.
It's on my shoulders. That was my mistake. The blame does not go around.
I do apologize for you not keeping score correctly.
Thank you.
I'll do better for you next time. All right, so a quick tap on the penalty here by Borum, and it looks like the ref's calling it back that it wasn't on the mark. So Hawkeyes will get a little bit of a reprieve to get their structure going again. So you need to be back 10 meters on a penalty. So she looks like she's going to tap and go. And we're starting to see the structure take shape. Looks like it's going to be a pod right up the middle. Okay, they got their structure set. Nice little move there by the 10. Jurgensen pulling her forward, trying to get her into a better rucking position. Very, very smart play.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, Borum sets the ruck. Ball's out. First pod. Nice break there.
Folks, this has
Keeping
been a
the
very
momentum
physical
going.
game, and there's just no let up on either side.
No, oh, really nice break right up the middle there again.
Oh,
Looks like
unlucky
it's-
hands.
I think it was off her head, so I don't think her hands touched it.
There's no call. You're absolutely right.
Yeah, I think it was off her face. Oh, that might be a knock. No, reference, let him play on. Crowd's starting to get a little bit riled up here. All right, really nice drive here. Panthers not quitting in any way. The ball's turned over.
It's gone to the Hawkeyes. Unfortunate for Panthers because they had some great momentum happening there. Oh!
Big tackle.
Wow. Folks, you heard that thump from over here.
And I think we're calling it high. So it's not going to be yellow or anything. Wasn't a dirty tackle, it was just a harsh tackle.
No, it was just, it was tough.
Yeah, it was a bang-bang play.
Boy, but that was a thud, man.
It was. Ball's coming our way. It looks like it's going to stay in bounds. Oh, and just an unlucky bounce. Kind of bounced off. Looks like number 7.
You feel for Panthers right now because they know the clock is waning, right? There's a 12-point differential. They're trying to make that difference.
Yeah, Kieran Miles tried to make a play on that, and it just kind of bounced off her. So it looks like we have strange. That should have been. I would have thought that was a knock on, but the ref gave a penalty for it.
Okay.
Wouldn't be
Well,
too surprising.
far be it
for
from
us
me to
yeah.
to cast aspersions when I can't keep score.
Wouldn't be too surprising for us to miss something here. But anyway. Now you see what you're dealing with at home, folks. Try spending a day with us. Or to your wives.
Should meet our wives. They're very patient women.
Saints. Absolute saints. All right, so we have Hawkeyes just outside the 22 here. Ball's in. Looks like it's been retrieved by South. And I'm trying to get a number on this girl because she's having a really good game.
Wow. This is just back and forth. Aggressive, not chippy, aggressive, but the aggression is almost getting in the way of good rugby right now.
Okay, looks like we're going to have
Not straight.
not straight. So it's going to be a scrum down to, actually no, they're choosing the line out. So you have the choice, if the ball isn't straight, you have a choice of a line out or scrum. So it looks like South is going to choose the line out. Oh, and it looks like it's fielded cleanly. Ball's out to the back line.
Look at that speed on that defensive
Nice
line
break
coming
there.
in there.
I like what they're doing in the centers now for Panther South.
100%.
All right, Panthers are on the move. They're up to the 10-meter line. If they can keep it going, get a score here, they're right back in this game. Oh, and it looks like, hands in the ruck. Ref says let go. She lets go. Play on. All right, Panthers starting to drive here.
Absolutely. Inspired play from Panthers.
It's probably 10 or 11 phases on this drive.
Yeah.
Looks like ball went backwards. Oh, no, ref is going to call it. So it's going to be a knock on. Scrum down to just inside the 10-meter line of the Panthers side of the field.
Referees checking the watch as well. I'd say we're getting close to the final play of the game here.
It's been a really good game.
It really has. You know, and I think 24-12 doesn't reflect the effort that was put in from both teams here.
Yeah. No, it's spectacular performance though by Hawkeyes. So let's start really looking at who we would call for player of the match from each side.
Okay.
Start thinking about it, and we'll come up with
I've got two off the top of my head for Hawkeye already.
Okay. Who are you thinking?
Well, let's
Okay.
keep that till the final one.
Keep the bit of suspense going.
Yeah. Who are you thinking for Panther?
Well, I can tell you that Borum has had a really, really good day.
Could not disagree with that one iota.
Okay, ball's in. Looks like it's fielded by Hawkeyes. It's on the move. Really like what they're doing at this back line. And it was just outside the hands for the winger. Olivia Lyman was chomping at the bit to get her third try on that one, I think. So it looks like we're going to have a scrum down. It looks like she might have just tipped it. It was just outside her reach. I would say it was probably the pass itself, because that kid has wheels.
Yeah.
All right. Getting to the final minutes here. I think Panthers really need to keep this ball live and keep the phases moving. Big push by Hawkeyes, and it's going to be a penalty. All right, Panthers. Let's get on the move here. Looks like Borum is going to tap and go just outside their 10-meter line. Spreads it back. Heading back into their 22. They're losing ground here. Really good tackle there by Hawkeyes right in the middle of the field.
Game's winding down, and the intensity and the aggression is still there. These teams are not quitting, folks.
South really wants to keep that ball alive.
Yeah, they want that score.
Okay, penalty on number 15, Hawkeyes, Serenity Martin. Ooh, big hit there by Borum.
Absolutely.
And it looks like we might have an injury here. So we're going to have the
Player is down.
couple of players
Two
down.
players down.
We've 3 down, actually.
Yeah,
Borum
Borum
gets back
kinda
up.
Limping away a little bit herself.
And I think that's Serenity Martin that took that hit from Borum.
Oh, geez, you don't like to see this early in the weekend, you know?
All right, ball's out. Game is over, and a really, really good performance by both teams there.
Hopefully these two young ladies who are being attended to right now walk off under their own power. We'll see them back in the jerseys tomorrow. But Brian, what an exciting game. What a way to kick off this fantastic weekend. Both teams, hats off to you. Final score, 24-12 in favor of the Hawkeyes. Panthers South, do not hang your heads. You had a tremendous game out there.
So, give me your Hawkeyes player of the game.
Oh, Jorgensen.
Jorgensen, solid choice. She had a really, really good performance.
Yeah, I mean, listen, it's tough to pull one player out of 15, right? Because it is such a team-centric game. But Jorgensen just, heads-up rugby player in the tackles, getting taken down, releases, recollects her ball. She's off. I saw it 3-4 times, as did you. On her front foot the whole game, whether it was offense or defense.
Yeah, she was really doing the busy work. She was getting in around those rucks. She was making sure that, the rucks were sealed, tackles were made, the jackling was on there, and she was just, her work rate was really, really high tonight.
Solid on both sides of the ball, right? And
Yeah.
that's what you want out of a good rugger.
Yeah, and what would you say about the choice of Borum on the other side?
100%. 100%. And kind of the same characteristics, right? I mean, it just, and here she is coming off the field with a huge smile on her face. So, I'm sure a little bit of disappointment in the Panther jersey, but there's a lot of smiles coming off, too. I think they know they fought a good one tonight.
Absolutely, yeah, well deserved.
Yeah.
It was a really, really hard-fought game.
And hats off to Hawkeye because, they took it to him in the first half and then managed to hold on to that lead throughout the second half,
Yeah,
even
so
though I was trying to give it to the other team.
It really makes it, puts up a fairly exciting lineup for tomorrow, doesn't it?
100%.
And we're
100%.
starting at 8 a.m. with EGRL, Elite Girls Rugby League versus Hawkeyes. So Hawkeyes will get a little bit of a breather tonight, get some rest, and then they'll be right back at it first thing in the morning.
Yeah, an EGRL team, hey, go back and prepare.
Yeah, exactly, yeah. You're going to get hit hard.
Yeah.
So be ready for it. Game 2, we're going to have at 9 o'clock. It's going to be Panther South versus Midwest Baby Birds. Game 3 is going to be Midwest Baby Birds, so they're going to be playing back-to-back. And, they usually come with a really, really good squad, so it's going to be Baby Birds against Hawkeyes at 11 a.m. Final game of the day will be at 12 p.m., and it's going to be EGRL versus Panthers South. So, and then one game on the Sunday at 9:30, and that's going to be EGRL versus Baby Birds. So,
Awesome. We have a big schedule. One last time for our sponsors, and then we wrap up. But Wando Wahine Boosters, Rugby New Jersey, WorldRugbyShop.com, 4tags.com, Basecamp, Proactivity, Main Street Cigar and Pipe, Steamroller Rugby, our buddy Jeff, Best Logistics Group, and then Jaguar Land Rover of Westchester, PA. Thank you very much, sponsors. We can't do it without you. And for those out there who want to sponsor us, please get in touch. You can hit us on our Twitter handle at EGRL. Let me make sure I'm giving you these right for us. So Instagram is Elite Girls Rugby, YouTube is Elite Girls Rugby Channel, and then X Twitter is at EGRL Rugby. So smash that like button, and we'll see you tomorrow.
sounds good.
Thanks
All
again.
right. Thanks, everybody.